Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, and welcome back to Toku Topics. Today, I'm taking a look, finally, like a year and a half after it released, the final Lightning Collection figure that I have not reviewed on this channel. Remastered Pink, one of my least favorites from 2023. This video is going up in August. I got this in May from John on Twitter. After he saw the Lightning Storm finale, he super nicely sent this out to me as a gift. And it's just been sitting here since then, because I would have to dig all the Pink Rangers out, and you bet I did. So obviously this is part of Wave 2 that had red and green. This one is easily the easiest to get. It might be starting to go out of stock at stores and stuff like that, since it has been out for so long. But it's been available on like Amazon and a bunch of other places, long past the other ones going in and out of pre-order, possibly restock, all this kind of stuff. It's got the nice artwork there, and the render, 30th anniversary logos, and the render with her holding the Morpher. And now Pink is easily the most abundant Lightning Collection figure that they ever made, was variants of Mighty Morphin Pink. So we really don't need more. However, we got more. Alright, so here is Kimberly out of the box with all of her accessories. And I mean, just like all the other remastered figures, it's good. If you don't have any of the 5 million versions of MMPR Pink, this is the definitive one. Same kind of thing with all the other remastered, with the black on the belt and the colored effect pieces, which I love getting it in pink. But a lot of reuse here. You know, obviously you have slightly better paint applications, like a little cleaner on the power bow here, but for the most part it's the exact same mold. It can still be the Power Blaster. You get the exact same arrow that we've gotten with a lot of the Pink Ranger releases, and I think even one of the Psychos had one of the multiple arrow kind of effects. The Blade Blaster, same exact one we've been getting, so with the blade, the saber, and the holster. You get the Karate Chop hand and the kind of holding slightly hand, the regular hands, the Morph Pose hands, and then, of course, which is always astronomically tiny, there is the little Power Morpher that is so tiny, but is there with pterodactyl detailing. And here is the new Kimberly head, which honestly, I think is not bad at all. I'm one of like 5 people who actually don't mind the original Wave 2 one, which is on the screen right now. I always thought it definitely looked like her. I think this is probably better. Certain angles, maybe especially like a front view, I'm really seeing more of Kimberly in the new one. Also just generally like her facial expression here more than on the original one. But I think a lot of people are going to see this as an improvement over the original. It's nice to get a definitive Kimberly for the remastered line. Mine doesn't want to stand. Alright, and so for my favorite part of this video, and kind of the big reason why I wanted to even review this figure in the first place, Hasbro did not listen to Zordon at all throughout the Lightning Collection's history. The iconic episode in Season 3, or actually Season 2 with Wild West Rangers, where Zordon tells Kimberly too much pink energy is dangerous. Well, Hasbro did not care. So Mighty Morphin Pink was the most released figure of any kind in the Lightning Collection's run of 171 figures. And I guess it's only fitting that the final one that I add to my collection to have a full set of 171 is Remastered Pink. So, of course, like with all the other remasters that I've done reviews on, and as I've talked about with this video here today, this is the best Mighty Morphin Pink figure that's been in the Lightning Collection for a multitude of reasons, even though we have 6 others. Now, technically, we have 5 others, because Ranger Slayer is her own distinct, unique character. She's sort of like the 6th Ranger of this Pink Ranger team, so we can remove her as well. Now, that leaves us with 5. And it's kind of crazy that we've gotten so many of these, and I do want to go ahead and take a quick comparison between each version of these so far and how it compares to the remastered. So the obvious place to start is with the original Mighty Morphin Pink from Wave 2, released all the way back in 2019. Now, for the longest time, this was a very hard figure to find, and they ended up restocking it a couple times, and then now we have a replacement in the form of Remastered Pink, and this was not bad for the time at all. There was issues with it, as you might be able to see on mine. You have the different colored torsos, where it was a darker shade of pink, and then also, I know this is the Wave 2 one, because the Wave 2 one was infamous from having this bowed leg, because of the way that she was posed in the packaging. It just kind of meant all of them were going to have that problem. So you could kind of straighten that out. I never really did. I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because it helps differentiate, and it is the only way, really, to differentiate between that release and this release. So this release is the Cat figure that came out in the Cat 2-pack with her in Zeo Pink, which I love this 2-pack. I have Zeo Pink right here. I really liked it as a concept. However, I didn't need another Mighty Morphin Pink, like, at all. So, and here we are with 7 of them. So, these are the exact same figure. There might be some differences in the helmet. I can't remember if this one had used the new sculpt of the metallic helmet or not. But I can tell that the difference is which one is which. Is first of all, for some reason, hers, at least on mine, is significantly more darker of a shade of pink than it was on the Wave 2 one. And then you don't have the bowed leg problem, because by this point, we had put the figures in the packaging just standing up straight. So, but for the most part, these are the exact same 2 figures between Wave 2 and the Zeo pack. Now, of course, also, you had you had metallic armor, which is the exact same figure that the Wave 2 one was and the Cat one was, but this one obviously had the clear pink plastic, the translucent pearly plastic. This was Cat's first figure. This was the first metallic armor and the only for almost a year. So, like, I really like this one a lot. It's justified. And then I think the next one that they revealed would be this one, cell-shaded pink. And I kind of go back and forth on cell-shaded pink because concept-wise, it's cool. I was going to say a different word there. I really do actually like the aesthetic of the cell-shaded figure. I say figure because we only ever got this one. And of course, it's the same figure as that, and then therefore also the same figure as that, or as that, and you know, so on and so forth. So, I love the look of this figure. It was really weird though. They never made any others. It was just randomly a GameStop exclusive. Nobody bought it. You could get this figure. They practically were giving it away for free. But it's a unique thing that's supposed to be based like specifically on the comic look. And I do dig it. I am happy that this exists, kind of. But with everything that the Lightning Collection should have done in its lifespan, this being one of the slots is a little annoying. We could pretend this is the definitive Kimberly. I would swap that out for the 2-pack Cat. And then this is April O'Neil from the Ninja Turtles 2-packs. So this is the exact same figure as the other two, just without a skirt, which is accurate to the comics of that. But it does still have the same sort of, you know, joint, or the, you know, different parts being different shades, that whole kind of thing going on. But it's the same exact figure, just without a skirt, which, you know, is cool. Alright, and that is going to do it for my final Power Rangers Lightning Collection figure review. It's been a lot of fun doing these reviews, with ending on the turntable, and being in the dorm, and being here, and it's just been fun to take a look at all 171 figures in the Lightning Collection, whether it was back in the Lightning Library series for the first 2 years of stuff, or as it came out for 2021, 2022, and 2023. The last Lightning Collection item I do not have at this point is the Lord Draken replica helmet. I'll get it at some point, but I am done with the figures. Thank you once again to John for supplying this one. It is a good version of Mighty Morphin Pink. If you don't have a Mighty Morphin Pink, this is the one you should get, but as we just looked at, there is a ton of them that you can get. Let me know down in the comments below, did you pick this up, or were you perfectly content, and I wouldn't blame you if you were, with any of the other versions that we've had in the past. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments below, and let me know just what you thought of the remastered line as a whole, and be sure to check out my reviews of all of the other remasters, which are here on the channel. And of course, until next time, you guys can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey, LightningFigPR, or LightLockProd on Twitter. So, that's going to do it. Until then, I'll see you all later. Before I wrap up this video, I want to go ahead and thank my $5 above Patreon members and channel members: Jurassic Samurai, Maggot Alchemist, Robert Browning, Static Thunder, Brendan Overland, Maji Yellow, MCPC Studios, James Darty, Matthew Thorne, Pyramidus, Cross SCV, Caboose Ed, Daniel Pica, Jesus Prime, Louis Carnes, Carlos Alfredo, Gavin Greenlee, and Austin Jones. If you'd like to support Toku Topics, you can do so either here on YouTube as a channel member or on Patreon for as little as $1 a month, linked in the description below.